There's a bite. Oh, that feels like a pretty good fish. Look at that thing. Mulberry River spotted bass, I bet you. Because it ain't jumping a lot. Yep, looks like a spot. Am I gonna get him in? Looks like one hook, maybe. One little old hook. Boy, these things are strong. Oh, and he came out. That one little hook didn't hang on. Well, guys, as you can see, I'm left the lakes and left the ponds, and I'm on one of the most beautiful places on the planet, and that is on the Mulberry River. Just had my first hookup. Been here about 10 minutes. It's late afternoon, and in the sunshine, it's about 90 degrees. In the shade, it's not too bad compared, you know. But that was my first hookup on a Easy's Lure square bill crankbait. We're gonna see if we can get a hold of another one. These fish in this river fight so hard. They're just so much fun. And a lot of times I come to the river, all I bring is ultralight, but today I got my conventional tackle. I don't know if that was a mistake or not. A lot of times if the bite's tough, you want to scale down, you need that ultralight, but I didn't bring my ultralight stuff, so we're gonna make the best of it.
Yak lights, the industry standard for kayak lighting. Assembled in the USA and including a lifetime warranty on all lights, you can rest assured that you will have the best looking boat on the water. Yak lights are made from solid aluminum, making them the toughest light strips on the market. Our lights are designed for the professional angler who wants to be safe on the water while remaining discreet. Yak lights, light up the night.
LP Smart Side is the next generation of siding. This family of exterior trim and siding products are engineered using advanced siding technology to give homeowners the warmth and beauty of traditional wood with the durability of LP engineered wood. Help shield your home from harsh weather and termites with LP Smart Side's complete line of high-performance products, sure to complement any building style, and backed with a limited warranty. Protect your home for years to come. Find them online at lpcorp.com. That's lpcorp.com.
Now guys, my first bite came off a crankbait, which what I did was I stopped in an area that's got the deep flowing water and fan cast all around, crashing into rocks and making a commotion on the bottom and stirring up silt, and it got hit. So each area that I stop at, this is gonna be my first bait. I'm gonna fan cast around and get the most aggressive fish that will possibly bite. And then I'm gonna come back with a slower bait, like a jig or even a worm, and fish each area real good. And then I'm gonna move on a little bit further, say a cast ahead, about that length, and work that area and continue on up the river till dark, and hopefully it'll pay off. There's a bite. Oh no, and he came off too. What have I got to do to get a fish in the boat? He felt pretty good. He was tugging on that line. Headed out for deeper water immediately too. Like I didn't come up and offer to jump. I'm gonna have to believe that might have been another spot. Now when you're fishing rivers, river systems, you want to look for current breaks. And any type of current or current break or structure in the water, let's say if you're fishing a crankbait, it's always good to bounce off of that cover if you can without getting hung up. Or if you're throwing a worm, like I've picked up my worm now to try to get a bite. Got one bite on a crankbait so far. No bites on a jig. They don't seem to want the jig. So I've gone to fishing the current breaks and got one bite, had one on. That's my second fish on, and no fish in the boat. So the fish are winning this game today. But I bounced that one off a little rock that's just under the water, and as soon as it came off that rock, it got hit. And that is, you know, any kind of little action that'll draw a reaction from the fish. They may have been looking at that worm, that sudden jerk, they might have thought, oh, my food's getting away, and so they go get it. It's just a reaction. It's all you're trying to get out of these fish in order to get a bite. And sometimes you got to just try several things to figure out what they want. They seem to want this bait moving. The crankbait was moving fairly fast. The worm bounced off a rock, which made it go a little faster, and so that may be a key. And I bounced that bait off the rock. Something's over there eating in the weeds, so I'm about to put a shot over in the weeds to my left. And that did not sound like a brim feed neither. I'm gonna ease the worm over there and see if I can find out what that is. Yes, I can. Oh no, it was in there and I let him off. Sure enough. Well, that's 3. Boy, this could be a long day right here. The fish are winning the battle. And I had this hook. I want you to look right there. There was some teeth involved in that worm right there. I mean, it nearly tore it off the hook. And that hook's exposed. I've just got the worm tucked up to it, so I don't know why I'm not getting a hook set. But there was something in there feeding. Maybe there's more. There could be a school of minnows, which I know I'm facing this way, and it's hard to, in the current, you just sort of at the mercy, but there's a weed patch similar to what's in front of me, and that's where all the commotion just came from. And another bite. Now, I don't think that one was big, but it was a bite. The first 2 or 3 fish that have bit felt pretty decent. I don't believe that one was. And then that one nearly took my worm in half. So I'm about to be getting a new worm. We're gonna try to get one more cast out of this one before we put a new one on. Back up in there. Keep it moving in the current, bumping it off the weeds. Oh, hung in a weed. We'll let that rest just a minute. Put it back over here, right by the rock. real nice current break right there. That's a good place for a bass to sit and ambush food as it comes by. They sit in these breaks. Food comes by, it's just like room service to a bass.
LP SmartSide is the next generation of siding. This family of exterior trim and siding products are engineered using advanced siding technology to give homeowners the warmth and beauty of traditional wood with the durability of LP engineered wood. Help shield your home from harsh weather and termites with LP SmartSide's complete line of high-performance products, sure to complement any building style, and backed with a limited warranty. Protect your home for years to come. Find them online at lpcorp.com. That's lpcorp.com.
Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw up on that rock and I'm gonna ease it off in the water so it don't make a whole lot of commotion and spook everything and look kind of natural falling in the water. And I may have already scared everything around this particular rock, and I may have to move on upstream a little. Oh my goodness, I cannot get a hook set. That fish took the rest of my worm, so they are biting this cream 8-inch scoundrel. I'm gonna go with something a little smaller that they should also like, which is a lizard. Before I move on, I want to give them a different look. A lot of times you can give them a different look. The same fish that you just lost will come back and hit something else. They may not always come back and hit the same thing, but they may come back and grab a lizard, or that other bait looked like a little snake. Right in the same spot. And I've got this Lizard Texas rigged, so that weight's scrubbing along the bottom, kicking up some silt, scraping, making a little noise, which is good in the river. They'll key in on that little noise it's making and go find it. And I'm gonna really work this rock right here pretty good before I leave it, because 2 or 3 bites in one place, there's possibly several fish. Now out past this big rock to my right, the water gets real calm. So I'm gonna assume it's deeper. And I'm gonna put one out in that deeper water off of the current break. It's not swift right there. My bait went right to the bottom and stayed. Deeper water is also another thing to look for in a river, or in a shallow river such as the Mulberry. It doesn't have to be a lot deeper. A foot deeper can be a good place for a bass to hide. There's one. I think he hung on. Oh, he's not gonna be big, but boy, he's strong. Well, he might be a little bigger than I thought. Look at him go. Man, that's a lot of, oh, he ran into the boat. I think that's a largemouth. Come up here, buddy. Let's see what you're all about for you. Nope, it's a spot. What a pretty fish. Oh, cut it out. Oh, he about tore my thumb off. And these little fellers have some teeth. Man, that Gamakatsu put the stick on him. Let me get this out of. My goodness, he got hooked. Pretty little old spotted bass. Strong, and they just seem like they have more teeth than the spots that I catch on the lakes. I mean, they are really some aggressive fish. And if you get one 3 or 4 pounds, you have really got a battle on your hands. All right, let's get little feller back in the water and see if we can't find another one before the sun goes down. Now I've let my area to the left of me kind of calm down for a few minutes. So I'm gonna give them a second look with this lizard instead of the worm and see if I've got any takers on this side. Got a weed, not really what I wanted. That's a good spot. Nothing there. So we're gonna fix our lizard. I'm I'm leaving my hook exposed. I'm running the risk of snagging up, but I want to make sure I get a hook set because I've already lost 3 or 4 fish. And I really don't like losing 3 or 4 fish. So we're going to drop him in the deep hole out off of this big rock and bump it along a little while. There's one. That deeper water's that's got a couple held in there. Ooh, nice little, about the same size too, so that's a good sign right there. Man, these fish fight. Get on in here, buddy. Oh, don't you put that in my hand. Man, wet everything. He is really mad at me. He's a little smaller, but he wet everything I got, including my ear. Sharp hook. Boy, that is in there. There we go. Don't you slap me. Another little spotted bass. Man, what some teeth these things have. All right, buddy, back you go. Now that's the second fish out of the same hole. And I believe that's from letting that hole cool off a minute. Throw over to a different section where we got a bite. The water off my glasses so I can see where to throw. And then go back to where you had your first bite. So many fishermen leave a spot that has fish running down the bank with their trolling motors 100 miles an hour, covering water, and a lot of times we as fishermen, if we will just slow down, we can get more than 1 or 2, sometimes 3 out of the same spot. Now I don't know if we'll get 3 out of that little hole right there past the rock, but we're gonna try one more time, because it seems to be holding fish. And I might have pressed my luck right there because I just hung my lizard up in the rocks. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go get my lizard and I'm gonna head upstream and try to find me another spot with a nice current break that I can work behind just like this one. I'll see you in a few. There's one, right where it should be. The clump of weeds acted as the current break. Oh, he's not as big, but boy, he wants to make a lot of noise. Get in here. Oh, there we go. There. All spotted bass today. Not as big, but man, they are so strong. That little bass right there will pull almost like a 1 pound largemouth. And I believe that's a red eye spot. Pretty little fish. I mean, this river system here is so healthy. It may have another one over there, so we're gonna make another cast. Actually, I'm gonna flip right over here, downside of this other patch of weeds. Just in case I've missed something. Maybe one right there. Now we're going to put one back in the spot we just caught the fish. Oh, there's a bite. I think I pulled it away from him. These current breaks are definitely the key to catching fish today. I started out with a crankbait in open water with one bite and he got off, and the success has been finding the current breaks. And that's where they'll lay in ambush. The poor little minnows that swim by these current breaks, they really don't have a chance. I'm gonna say they never know what hit them sometimes.
LP SmartSide is the next generation of siding. This family of exterior trim and siding products are engineered using advanced siding technology to give homeowners the warmth and beauty of traditional wood with the durability of LP engineered wood. Help shield your home from harsh weather and termites with LP SmartSide's complete line of high-performance products, sure to complement any building style, and backed with a limited warranty. Protect your home for years to come. Find them online at lpcorp.com. That's lpcorp.com.
Thank you.